Hello everybody, it's Steven, and I was recently contacted by Evan Frederick from Stan Frederick BTS, and he left me this little message here. You guys can pause to read that if you want. So I've decided, I'm going to call him, and call him over Skype and going to record it with Hypercam. So I don't know if the little logo is going to pop up in the top left here, but yeah, here we go. You call him. You can see me on camera right now. Strange. I'm gonna call him again.
And hopefully things start to take shape within the next couple of weeks, but it's looking good.
I'm glad you guys are, finally get a good life of your own.
Well, I appreciate that, thanks. Now, though I do think that, given this opportunity, I would hopefully be able to help others, and I guess that's kind of why I messaged you earlier.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I needed somebody to talk to tonight. Garrett's out with his parents for, and I think one of his relatives came down and they're out to dinner, so he'll be back about hour or two, I don't know. They're out somewhere downtown. So,
is that his room?
Yeah, this is his room. His is the only one that has a webcam in it, and my school laptop is really bad with webcam connection. So I have a sort of better one. So
it's cool.
I'm just using his room.
It's cool. Listen, I can't really be on here for too long as it is because, my girlfriend Susan, we are supposed to kind of take her out tonight, but I have time. Just for what it's worth, I can kind of give you as much information as I can now, and hopefully you can do what you will with it.
All right. Well, that's understandable. I'm glad you're doing stuff for her. I did have one question.
Lived in our home, as you probably know based on my videos, I had been orphaned for a while after my parents died when I was 11.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's fine. Now at the age I'm at right now, I would technically be a senior in high school. I'm 17, but I did start high school a little bit early. As an orphan, I was kind of able to focus the majority of my time on studying and schoolwork, so I was able to start high school at the age of 12.
Wow, you're lucky. Get in there soon.
I guess, if you say so. Maybe the overstudying and overworking was a result of grief or something, but I can't really say for sure. I'm over it now, but it is what got me into school earlier. Now, I had just turned 12 before school started. My birthday's in September. And I met Nick when he was, I think he was 14 at the time. He was a sophomore, something like that. I could be wrong, but, the point is I met him about 5 years ago, give or take.
Yes.
Where, that your town used to be called, right?
Yeah, if you're referring to one of the places we went to in our earlier videos, was it the only place I know of that a battle really occurred was the Sugar Mill Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, exactly. And it was if I'm correct, it was located in a place called, forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but I think it was called the Seminole Village or something like that.
The Seminoles used to live there, yeah. That's where they sort of, they took home base. I don't, that's,
I got you.
yeah. That's where they originated.
Something similar to that. I only know so much about the history of the place because Nick used to tell me stories about it. But the basic outline of it that I got was that the village was pillaged or destroyed or something like that. And in his versions of the story, something else was destroyed in the village.
What was it? Do you have any? Did he tell you anything about it, or?
Look, the details get a little fuzzy here because he always kind of seldom wanted to talk about the details of that specifically. He would change the subject, he would redirect the conversation, but whenever the story came back, he would always use the same word, and he would say, and that word was a shrine.
A shrine?
Some kind of kind of worshiping grounds, I'm guessing, existed in that village, and it was apparently taken out by this family.
I've never heard anything like that in my life, not in anything I've researched ever.
Again, this is all loose interpretation. I'm telling you this, and I'm just expecting you to do what you will with it. This is just based on what he's telling me.
Yeah, I understand. There's this whole big situation with all of us is full of loose information that we all have to put together ourselves.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I mean, for me to be able to figure this out based on what he's telling me, but basically about this shrine worshipping thing, whatever you may call it. I'm pretty sure you could take a guess as to what it was for.
I've got a hunch. I don't want to worry about that right now, though, man.
I think you might have to. Because Nick ends up the story by telling me that because of this, the thing that inhabited that shrine would take vengeance on the family that was responsible for its destruction. He told me that the names of the family were the Morrises and the Toners, or Turners, or something like that. He said that those were the names of the families. If I'm not mistaken, your last name is Morris.
It is. And Garrett's last name is Toner. I don't...
Look, there's something bigger going on here than I think, and I think that whatever it's based around, it's got something to do with this. Look, I don't even know, but all I know is that this history ties into your family somehow. Now again, it could just be a story, and I am hoping beyond anything that it is just a story. Because the last thing I want is for somebody that I'm trying to help to get hurt because of some weird historical backing.
You know, to me, nothing's just a story anymore, and anything can be true. You know, I'm having a hard time believing anything is just a story anymore.
Yeah, I got you. But, you always tried to convince me of something.
What was that?
Right after he would finish the story, he would look me in the eye and he would tell me that he was taken by it. That he was plagued by some kind of a curse on your family.
That's all. I mean, I'm so grateful for this, for you, you know, coming in contact with me and telling me all this. It's really helped me a lot.
Yeah,